ASEAN summit to discuss Rohingya refugee crisis. Government to maintain float system to fix fuel prices. Good afternoon, you're watching News on 2. I'm ADRIAN. The Rohingya refugee crisis in Myanmar is expected to be raised at the 31st ASEAN Summit and related summits, which kicks off today in Manila, with the possibility of it being discussed behind closed doors. Foreign Minister Datuk Sri Anifah Aman said even Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak, who will be leading the Malaysian delegation to the three-day summits, was very concerned about what was happening in the Rakhine state.
Akan memikirkan isu Rohingya yang begitu penting dan oleh kerana isu ini bukan saja ASEAN regional tapi juga termasuk OIC dan UN Security Council dan saya percaya bahawa selain daripada Yang Berhormat Perdana Menteri ada di antara juga ketua-ketua kerajaan sama ada dialog partners atau pimpinan ASEAN juga kemungkinan akan membangkitkan isu ini.
Leaders from the 10 ASEAN member countries and its dialogue partners, including United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, will gather for the important summit hosted by the Philippines. Myanmar State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi is leading the country's delegation to the summits. The plight of the Rohingya remains crucial, as more than 600,000 people have been displaced from their homes, having fled to neighbouring Bangladesh since August the 25th, when the crackdown on the Rohingya intensified in Rakhine State. The government will never forsake the Indian community in the country. Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi said the government will continue to be committed to empower the community through the Malaysian Indian blueprint. The Deputy Prime Minister said the concerns showed by the government towards the Indian community and Malaysians in general is not merely rhetoric, but is reflected through various programs for the people.
Kita tahu bahawa masyarakat India telah memberikan sumbangan yang tidak kurang pentingnya di dalam membangunkan negara ini, baik dalam sektor ekonomi ataupun di dalam bidang-bidang yang berkaitan dengannya. Maka sumbangan ini tentu harus terus dihargai oleh pihak kerajaan dengan melaksanakan pelbagai program, termasuk membasmikan kemiskinan, banda, urban poverty, eradication program di kalangan masyarakat India di dalam banda.
Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid was speaking at the national level Deepavali celebration held in Sungai Siput, Perak last night. Also present were MIC President Datuk Sri Dr. Subramaniam and Menteri Besar Datuk Sri Dr. Zamri Abdul Kadir, amongst others. The retail prices of fuel will be maintained on a managed float system based on the global price of crude oil, which is currently trading at $63 or 264 ringgit per barrel. According to Second Finance Minister Datuk Sri Johari Abdul Ghani, this is because the global crude oil price is beyond the government's control.
Oil price yang naik ni, kita tak boleh buat apa. Pasal ini adalah harga yang ditentukan oleh pasaran dunia. Bila dia tentukan pasaran dunia, negara Malaysia ni 31 milion, kita ni pengeluar minyak yang ke-25. Pengeluar minyak yang ke-25. Bukan nombor 1, nombor 2, yang ke-25.
Speaking after attending the Kampong Baru Food and Arts Festival 2017 yesterday, Datuk Sri Johari said in 2008, the global crude oil price reached $140 per barrel, and RON 95 then was retailed at RM2.70 per litre, compared with RM2.31 per litre now. Commenting on the stabilization of the ringgit, the minister said there were many factors for it. As the global outlook is good, it is estimated that next year the currency should advance to around RM3.80 against the US dollar. Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak is expected to launch the 6th work package of the Borneo Highway project on November the 18th. Works Minister Datuk Sri Fadila Yusof said the work package involves a 19.1-kilometre stretch from Putatan to Inanam, costing about 900 million ringgit.
Untuk tahun inilah. Tahun ini. 5 dah dilaksanakan, 2 tender proses dah diluluskan oleh MOF. The balance 10 lagi dalam proses tender kan, which will be concluded hopefully by December ni lah.
Dato Sri Fadila was speaking to reporters after attending a briefing by Borneo Highway PDP Sdn Berhad BHP Managing Director Shahilmi Yahya to update on the 5th work package involving a 11.7-kilometre stretch from Papa to Donggongon. The Papa Donggongon work package involves the upgrading of existing roads to a 4-lane dual carriageway, including the construction of a new Sungai Simpudu bridge. Construction began on July 31st last year and is expected to be completed by September 15th of 2019. 2 tourist guides from Pulau Tioman who had gone missing for about 3 days were found safe and sound yesterday afternoon. Ahmad Muhammad, 50, and Muhammad Abdul Latif Qasim, 20, were travelling to Kuala Lumpur but did not return home. In the incident on Wednesday, the 2 tourist guides from Pulau Tioman had gone to Kuala Lumpur to bring a new fiberglass boat, which Ahmad recently purchased, back to the island but failed to return home until late at night. It prompted their families to lodge a police report about 10 p.m. Several assets, including KM Langkawi patrol vessel, the Bombardier CL-415MP aircraft and Royal Malaysian Navy's KD Perdana, were involved in a search and rescue operation to track the 2 men in the waters near the island. A spokesman said one of the victims had informed his family that they were safe in Indonesia and were warded in Pulau Jemaja, Riau, due to poor health conditions. Their boat was believed to have been swept away by strong wind and waves towards Riau before Indonesian fishermen rescued them. Pulau Jemaja is located 150 nautical miles from Kuantan. And that item concludes this afternoon's edition of News on 2. In our top story, government to maintain a float system to fix fuel prices. We'll be back with more updates at 7 this evening. Until then, I'm ADRIAN. Thanks for watching. Have a pleasant day ahead.